Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel and to the Tyre Shredders Racing, supported by Sarah and Grace. And we are back at Lego Maggiore West, the Autodrome Lego Maggiore West. I will say it. I'm going to keep practicing that. I will get to say it. It's a bit of a mouthful, but there we go. And yes, in Italy for race 2. Fantastic racing in race 1. We saw this really is the Fast and Furious. And we're here with the WTCC, the World Touring Car Championship. And it's round 9, race 2. So without further messing about, we're going to have a look down the grid. Now the grid positions are as they finished in race 1. So let's have a look and see where everybody is. Matty Cake in his usual spot in pole position. Gaz just behind him in 2nd. Apex is in 3rd. Chris is 4th. Carlsberg is 5th. Corky 6th. Johnny 7th. Sai is 8th. Shane 9th. Racing Sim is 10th. And Lightning is 11th. So 11 guys on the grid ready for this race. Oh, cameras fell over again. So let's get this one off and running. We've got 3, 4, 5 lights. We'll get them knocked out and we will be away. And there we go. We are off and racing. And Matty Cake absolutely took off like he's got something shoved up his backside then. He flew off the start, already looking to open up a bit of a gap. Carlsberg then straight into 2nd. So great start from him. So let's just have a see what happened to Gaz. If I can find, there he is. Let's just have a look and see what happened to Gaz. Was it just the start? He just got a very poor start. If you look at Matty Cake, it's like somebody had just lit the fuse. Oh, and he is away. Gaz very slow off the line. Carlsberg got an absolute flyer as well. So somebody must have flicked his things to make him go off like he did. Fantastic start then for Matty Cake and Carlsberg. But now Johnny has managed to get his nose in front of Carlsberg. He moves up into P2. Carlsberg drops to 3rd. Oh, it looks like Gaz has gone very wide across the grass, but manages to get back on track and keep going. Got to be careful of those dirty tyres though. Chris into 4th. He's got Apex sniffing all over the back of him. Shane in 6th. And this it's all very bunched up as we go down towards turn 7 for the first time in this second race. Oh, and a bit of a touch there from goal. It's all kicking off now. Everybody decides to park up, and poor old Racing Sim has come off worse. So yes, we will be going back and having a look at that. I do like this drone shot of the car so we can actually see what's going on behind. So it all got a little bit touchy-feely as we went into turn 7 for the first time down the hill, hard on the brakes trying to get these cars slowed down. They were all bunched up and it was a good old tap there from, I think, from Lightning. In fact, he had 2 goes at him. Unfortunate, but it does happen. And poor old Racing Sim having to do a bit of a 3-point turn to get back up and running, but he is off and racing now. But well, he's got a bit of a task on his hands, hasn't he, to catch up to the rest of the pack. Matty Cake in the meantime, well, he's already opened up a gap. Then we've got Apex Wolf and Chris fighting it out almost door to door as they went through turn 11 and 12 down the hill towards turn 13, back onto the start finish straight. Oh, as Chris goes very wide. Is he going to get back on track? Yes, he does. Kicked up an awful lot of dust. So he's just got to be careful of the dirty tyres as we're coming into turn 1. Desperately trying to chase Apex down and get that P2 away from him. But these two, well, the best thing they can do is try and pull away from the rest of the pack. There is a little bit of a gap there, but they want to try and maintain that back to Gaz. Otherwise, if Gaz gets involved, then well, he will obviously want to be getting onto the podium again after that great result in race 1. So up to 5th at the minute. Then we get this cluster of cars again, and it just seems like the same guys are still battling it out. We've got Johnny in there, Carlsberg is in there, Corky is in there. Oh, Psycho's a bit wide. You can see that I think it's Racing Sim. Yeah, Racing Sim has caught up to the back of Lightning, and the rest of the pack are in sight. So having the boost switched on really does help the guys at the back catch up. And well, it proves some great racing, doesn't it? As Corky goes very wide, Carlsberg trying to nick as much as he can of the inside of turn 10. I lost where I was then. I'm too busy watching the racing as Racing Sim and Shane go side by side. So Carlsberg in 7th, Shane in 8th. Let's have a look and see how they come out of here. You never know who's going to come out on top in these battles across the start finish line as they all head down towards turn 1 again. In fact, let's just jump on board with Shane, shall we, and we'll get his view of things. Oh, as Johnny and Carlsberg went a bit deep into that turn, I thought, but they've managed to keep going now. No, Carlsberg didn't. Racing Sim took full advantage. He moved forward. Corky, he's in 10th. Lightning just behind there. Oh, there's Carlsberg in 6th. I was looking for him now. It's all getting a bit touchy-feely again as Shane tries to get alongside Johnny. Ends up slotting in behind him. The slipstream then forces him out to the wide, but he's got nowhere to go. He's got Carlsberg in front of him. He's got Racing Sim on the inside. We've still got Johnny on the outside. It just seems like there are cars everywhere. This really is fantastic racing, and Johnny goes through on Shane. Shane's still fighting it though. He's not going to give that place up easily, is it? Oh, it's let's go back. I'm trying to and jump out of the car there now. Then I think it may have been Johnny who, well, let's just say he got this one a little bit wrong. Now let me just see what happened. How was it, Johnny? Oh, yeah, he's gone out into the grass. Oh, and he got a tap as well. And I think it was Corky that gave them a tap. So he waits for Johnny to get back on. Johnny was on the grass anyway. So he'd already gone off and he was ready to scrape with Barrier. And then Corky came and just gave him a little bit of a help. So Corky just sort of followed Johnny the same route. But that's what happens when the racing is this close and this tight. You are going to get a few dents and a few paint chips. Let's just get back up into the middle of the pack, because this is where it's all happening. Matty Cake again, he's missing out on all the fun. He really needs to slow down and get involved in some of this, because it just looks such good fun. So we're just following Shane at the minute as he's battling away. He's got Lightning Rat just on his inside, pushing him all the way. Lightning trying to get in there. Corky's trying to follow Lightning through. Now they're about 3 wide, 4 wide side. He's decided he's going to take the defensive line and go on the inside. No, he's gone back out again. Lightning's on the inside. Corky's on the inside. Shane got a little bit of a touch. Si goes through. So Si now moves up to 9th and is challenging Lightning for P8. He's trying to follow Carlsberg through. Carlsberg just sitting there at the minute. Well, he was sitting there in 6th, but we've got Racing Sim just ahead. Carlsberg trying to take as much of that curb as he can to make this right-hander. Into turn 12 they all go. Oh, a big cock of the rear wheel from Si there as he hits that sausage curb. Oh, and he's picked up a penalty for it as well. And then around turn 13 and back onto the start finish straight across the line to start lap 5. So it's about 6 minutes, just under 6.5 minutes gone of race 2. And well, things have not calmed down, has they? I thought after the guys finished race 1 and they went and had a cup of tea and a sandwich, things might have calmed down a bit, but no, they haven't. They are all at it again, and this is what we like to see as spectators. I really don't know what it's like as a driver, but it looks so much fun. So let's just have a look and try and sort out who is where. It's hard to call the positions as they change so quickly, as Carlsberg really does try and slam the door shut on Corky there. He just basically nearly took his front bumper off as he went defensive, but Colesberg into 6th. He's putting the pressure on Racing Sim. Then we've got Si, he's in 7th. Shane is in 8th. Corky is in 9th. And I'm saying all of this, but I'm sure it is all going to change very, very quickly. Johnny's in the mix as well. He's sitting in 10th currently, but I'm sure that's not going to stay like that. Old Shane now in 10th. There you go, you see. And then Lightning in 11th. Now he is catching up. So it's not going to be long. It's only going to be a few turns, and Lightning's going to be back involved in this little fight as we just come up to start. Where we start lap 6. Now Lightning has got damage on the front. Now I can never remember if the damage is on heavy or not. So if it is, then the only way of getting it fixed is to come into the pits, and you can see Gaz has done exactly that. Gaz is into the pits. Now it may be because he's got damage. I think he has. So the mechanics will get that sorted out. So the damage must be on heavy because Lightning has still got that front end damage. So if he wants to get it sorted, like I say, he's going to have to do what Gaz did and come into the pit. So Gaz back out now, but in 11th and a long way off the pace of the rest of the pack. But I know he's going to be doing everything he can to catch back up to the rest of them. Matty Cake, well, as normal, out in front on his own, enjoying the view. He's probably got the radio on again. I thought he'd have the window open and his arm out, but he's not. You can't see the window is shut. But yeah, he'll have the radio on, listening to a bit of Barry Manilow or something as he goes around this track in his own leisurely way. Apex now, he's into 2nd place, and well, he is looking comfortable at the minute, is Apex Wolf. He's not involved in any fights. He can just about see Matty Cake up ahead, and he's got Chris behind him in 3rd. Chris is having a much better race this time out as well. Nice big gap between himself and Racing Sim, currently in 4th. So Chris is looking comfortable for a podium finish. So it'd be nice to see him up there, having a bit of a glass of champagne at the end of this race. Just got to keep it on the tarmac and facing the right way. Racing Sim, he's now moved up into 4th. He has got a little bit of a cushion back to Colesberg, but I don't think it's going to stay there for very long, as the gaps really do close up very, very quickly, as Colesberg, currently in 5th, leads the pack again down the hill towards turn 7. Hard onto the brakes and then throw it into this right-hander. Side tries to cut the corner just a little bit too much, I thought there, but he may have got away with it. He's got Lightning alongside of him. Well, no, Lightning's just tucked in behind him now. The side currently in 7th. Whoa, we've all got a bit touchy-feely again as Shane goes through, Lightning goes through, so Si's going to have to fight to get them 2 positions back. He lost 2 positions in one go, but he will fight and try and get that back, as I've just said. So Lightning now up to 7th. Shane alongside of him into turn 13. We can just is it Johnny? Yeah, we can see Johnny just behind now. Si has come in. Oh, he's got damage to the front and to his left front wheel. May have a puncture actually, so he's going to have to come in and get that sorted out. So that is Si into the pits. We're just over halfway through this 2nd race. I've always said I want a job there. Look how enthusiastic them guys look. So that's the damage being repaired, I think. A few scrapes on that car, isn't there? So that's Si back out again. Back up to the top. Matty Cake still leading the way, taking in the view. Apex Wolf in 2nd. These 2 guys really opening a gap. Then we've got Chris in 3rd. Again, nice gap between himself and 4th position, currently held by Racing Sim. Now, if you was with us for the first race, you would have heard me say that both Racing Sim and Chris use VR. So they've both got the same view at the minute. So they won't know what the distance is between them, same as we don't actually. We can't see the time distance, can we? Because this is a recording, but they won't know either. The rest of the guys will. Corky in 5th, he's being chased down by Gaz. Then we've got Shane in 7th, we've got Carlsberg in 8th. In fact, let's jump on board, let's have some on-board action, shall we? So we're in with Carlsberg in the Genesis, and that's actually the rear view mirror you're staring at right in the middle of his steering wheel, well, right in the middle of his dashboard. He's not got the telly going. It is actually the rear view mirror, great place to put it actually, if you think about it, because it all gets a little bit messy through turn 3 there, and Carlsberg loses a couple of spots. He's going to get P8 back as Johnny serves his penalty. You can see the bar filling up on Johnny's car, so Johnny's going to have to slam the brakes on in a minute. So Carlsberg goes through to P8. Now he's on the inside as we come down the hill towards turn 7, so he could get a couple of places back here. Oh, Corky just straight across the front of him as he takes that corner, but Carlsberg moves up to P7 then. Who we got next to him here? I think it's Corky. I think Corky's there, yeah. No, is it Shane? Corky's in front. I think it's Shane that's now alongside Carlsberg as they come up towards turn 10. And it's this big sweeping right-hander. Johnny just behind. So Shane is still there. Shane is still harassing Carlsberg. He definitely wants that P7, doesn't he? As he goes up the inside again, Shane has another little look, but Carlsberg goes defensive and shuts the door on him once again. Fantastic defensive driving from Carlsberg, and now he's on the attack. But if you look in that mirror on the left-hand side, you can see it's Shane again trying to come on the inside, so Carlsberg's really got nowhere to go. And has he got through? He has. He's moved up to P6, so a great move from Carlsberg. He's not only trying to defend against Shane, he's also trying to take the position away from, I think it was Corky, I can't remember now. Shane slotting in behind Carlsberg. You can see Johnny, he's got a penalty to serve again. So brakes on for him, but Carlsberg still sitting in P6. And well, he's currently hanging on to it. They're all sort of slotted in and behaving themselves now as Lightning goes through on Johnny. Lightning now moves up into P9. No, P10 now as Johnny grabs it back again. Great livery on Johnny's car, isn't it? Is it a Dragon? Is it? Is it a Dragon? It does look like a Dragon, doesn't it? Yes, it is a Dragon. Is he Welsh? Is Johnny Welsh? Let me know. But it's great racing wherever he's from. Lightning in 10th, and then Si having made his stop down in 11th. What a view, look at that. Like I say, I would love this place to be a real place. Although the track is fictional, it'd be nice if the actual place is real. So Matty Cake out in front again. Looks comfortable for another win. Apex looking comfortable for P2. Chris as well on the podium, so he'll be concentrating hard. We've got what, just coming up to 4 minutes of race 2 left, so Chris looking good for a podium finish. Racing Sim, he's in 4th. That's not set in stone yet, not when you've got the likes of Gaz chasing you down. Shane is in there as well. Carlsberg still chasing. Oh, now then, again, it all got a bit touchy-feely. It's all a bit of door bashing around turn 7. Gaz seemed to slow down quite a lot, actually. Let's have a look then. So, we'll try and pick something out of this. Carlsberg in, well, he's now moved up to 4th as he battles with Racing Sim. Racing Sim tries to get the cut back and gets it done. Great move from Racing Sim. Carlsberg took P4 away from him, but Racing Sim a little earlier on the brakes, got the cut back at the corner and retook it. But oh, he's gone very wide onto the grass. Has he got back onto the track? Yes, he has. Got to be careful of the dirty tyres, but well, he was pushing his luck there, wasn't he, Racing Sim? That was definitely twitchy bum time for Racing Sim as he got himself on the grass at turn 13, but manages to hold on to P4. Carlsberg in P5. He is carrying a half a second, so he's going to lose at least one, maybe two places when he serves that, as we get onto the straight, through the chicane, onto this straight, 800 metres or half a mile long straight over the brow of the hill, and then they start on down towards turn 7. Carlsberg has served his penalty, and it looks like Corky's going to take advantage of that. Great shot of the track back there. So these 6 still fighting it out, and let's just have a look and see. Well, they're fighting it out for P5 at the minute. Racing Sim just trying to open up a little bit of a gap, but every time he does, the guys claw it back. But at the minute he's looking good for P4. We are just approaching the 18-minute mark. So 2 minutes left. Corky now into 5th, Gaz 6th. Any one of these 6 or 7 guys could finish in P4, so it's all still to play for. Let's have a look and see what the time is. We've got about just approaching a minute and a half, so maybe one more lap as they all come across the start finish line. So let's have a look. Racing Sim still in 4th, then Corky in 5th, Gaz in 6th, although he has got a penalty and damage at the back. That's going to slow him down a little bit. Shane goes through to 7. Si's in there. He's having a bit of a door bashing session with Carlsberg, but Carlsberg manages to get himself in front and up to P8. Lightning has got a penalty to serve as well, so that's why the bar's filling up above his car. So Si should be able to move up into P9, I think it'll be, as Shane challenges Carlsberg. Carlsberg on the inside though into turn 7. Shane, he was trying to go around the outside, but he's got nowhere really to go as Gaz goes off very deep. He goes off to make sandcastles. Oh, tries to come back on the track, nearly collects Johnny, I think, as Johnny came around turn 7, but Gaz got back onto the track just ahead of him. That's cost him some valuable places, that has. So let's go this way, shall we, and we'll see where Matty Cake is. So Matty Cake around turn 2, so he's going to get another lap in. Chris will as well. Apex has already gone through, so Chris looking good at the minute. I keep saying it, but we really want him up there on the podium. 10 seconds to go, so this group are going to definitely get another lap in as well as we come to the end of the 20 minutes. Si gets across the line. Let's have a look. Gaz finishes, Johnny finishes, so Gaz, it looked like he slammed the brakes on, didn't want to do another lap, so Gaz finishes in 10th. Johnny finishes in 11th. I think Gaz had had enough by the time he reached that start finish line and slammed the brakes on, so he didn't have to do another lap. Matty Cake, our current race leader, and soon to be race winner, is going to make it 2 out of 2 as he comes around this big right-hander at turn 10, and then into turn 11 he goes, through turn 12, down the hill, and yeah, another great victory for Matty Cake. Where's he gone? Has he got lost? No, there he is. So Matty Cake across the line then to take the second win of the evening. Apex Wolf, another great race from him to take second, and Chris, a great result for Chris to get up onto the podium. I'm pleased for him, so well done to Chris. Racing Sim, after everything calming down, now then Racing Sim has got half a second penalty now. I'm not sure on the penalties, but that might equate to a second, but Corky managed to get by, so Corky goes through in 4th, Carlsberg 5th, Shane 6th, Racing Sim, yeah, it equated to a second, so Racing Sim came in 7th, Lightning 8th, Si 9th, Gaz 10th, and Johnny 11th. We just got it in before the race finished, so that was race 2. Wow, hopefully you can join me again very, very shortly for the third and final race here in Italy. Catch you soon.